Okay, so what's good, YouTube? This video that we're checking out right now is a video I came across years ago, and I remember the woman in the video being all over the man. But this was back when I think I was modeling at the time, but I wasn't up on game too much when it comes to like black pill and looks being important. So I just decided I wanted to kind of go back. I seen it on my timeline. I was like, now that I'm aware of how important looks are, let me go back and watch it and see if there's stuff I can pick up on that I didn't pick up on back then. And, we can watch this together because this is a male model. And this is one of the male models who doesn't really have that pretty boy type of attraction. He has more of that, like, grown man type of attraction. Because in the modeling industry, a lot of the models I was around, they gave off a very young look. So, and a lot of times this is because, like, for example, I went to a shoot one time and I had a beard. I was going on a beard journey, right? But he told me I had to shave it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what's on my portfolio, and that's really the look that they're going for a lot of times in the modeling industry.
When we first met, you were modeling for Gant.
Yes.
And then I think there was a period of time where we lost touch.
Mm-hmm.
You were really breaking through at that point. You just weren't really in town.
Mm.
And then I think the next time I saw you, you were on the boat in the pants.
I'm trying to think when was the next time. That was Light Blue, by the way. That wasn't like a personal thing.
No, you were on a boat in pants. That wasn't advert.
So when did we meet after that? That's what I was trying to think.
We just kind of, I don't know. We would just meet at parties and.
Did she say he was on a boat in pants? I'm not sure if I heard that right, but if that's what she said, I mean, she's already remembering his body, how he looked in pants. So clearly his memory has stuck with her.
Haven't we?
It was, wasn't it?
And then when we realised that we lived so close, that was it. I was your car service. Yeah.
Wait, you are my car service.
I am.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so that's
because you don't drink though.
Yes, it's a very good thing.
I do, so
yes.
It's like a perfect partnership there.
Honestly, my first impression was obviously extremely handsome and very shy. And I didn't understand why you were so shy, because I would have thought you would have given off a different.
That's what everyone thinks. So.
Yeah.
But I'm still shy to this day. People still think I'm sort of outgoing and I love the attention and everything else, but really I'd love to just run and hide away from crowds and people and everything else. But I think I've learned to adapt to that and love that in many, many ways. But first impressions. Well, Tony said that there's this really hot girl you have to meet. I always remember that. So
I'm actually dying.
All our meetings are all around food.
Yeah, we eat a lot.
We do eat a lot.
But I think.
Hey man, attractive people, they just go together well, don't they? But look at the energy he's giving off, man. Very poised, slow to speak. And I've said it before, when you're attractive and a quiet guy, you're really maximizing your mystique. You're maximizing it. Because look at what she said. It's expected of you to be confident, to be out there like high school jock type of guy. I mean, you look the part, so you can play the part, but he's not playing that part that's expected of him. So it adds to the mystique, it adds to the intrigue. Now, one of the main things that's helping this male model in terms of his attraction is his suit. And what do you need for a suit? A belt. Today's video is sponsored by Anson Belt and Buckle. Anson Belt and Buckle is a family-run business that's been running since 2009, and they specialize in belts. When you click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen, you'll get 2 bonus pieces completely free. That's a buckle and a strap. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps that can be mixed into 9 unique combos in one box. Now, one more thing, guys. Anson Belt and Buckle actually have a micro-adjustable track system, and what this is a replacement for the traditional hole and prong design. So what this means for you is no holes in the belt, durability, and a precise fit, and also easy adjustment. So guys, click that link in the description or scan the QR code to get yourself a belt today and get your first suit, or maybe add to your collection. And like once again, like I said, he's poised too. But yeah, bro, you can't say attractive people, they don't go together well, bro. Good genes, man.
More than the fact that we obviously love food a lot, and you're like my adopted Italian family member because everyone thinks you're Italian and you're not, and you obviously have this love of Italian food. So we obviously go and eat a lot, but I think it's a good opportunity for us to actually talk because you travel so much. You know, you travel way more than I do, and whenever I message you, you're in like Philippines or LA or some other fabulous place.
We're catching up recently.
But we catch up.
That, so you're never around that much anymore. New York and
I stick to like 3 places, and you're like everywhere else. But I think that's probably, so we don't do the cinema thing as much as maybe we should because we just want to talk, don't we?
That's true. We do talk, but I don't think we talk about business that much anymore.
No.
That's completely.
I'm loving your house renovation. I think that's.
Well, I think I was going to say the thing we have in common is design. Like I know you'll be excited about me taking you down to the rubble that is my house at the moment, and you can actually see.
I literally gasp with excitement.
Yeah, probably more than me.
Yeah.
More, everyone else walks in and goes, "Oh my goodness, what have you done?" And you walk in there going, "It's going to be amazing. I can see." And
I walk in there saying, "That's my room."
Yes. Mine.
Mine and mine.
Yeah.
So when did you know that you wanted to get into fashion? Was it always something that you were interested in, or did you fall into it, or what?
I didn't know I wanted to get into fashion. I just kind of fell into fashion, I think, more than anything.
Was that the whole This Morning thing, like when your friends called up and went into a competition? Is that the sort of?
Yeah, I mean that's how it started. We won the competition from there, and I just finished university, and then I thought come out of university could be a bit of an adventure for a couple of years, and then within those couple of years,
do some travelling and stuff.
Yeah, and then I always say those first few years, I sort of observed the industry and sort of thought there could be something to this, and went from there. But you purposely planned to go to?
Yeah, I mean, I was always creative from a very young age up until my late teens. I actually thought I was going to be a dancer. That was my thing. And my mother used to make all my costumes and whatnot, so I was always with her, like sewing away and making stuff, and it always intrigued me. And I think.
But that had to finish last year, though.
That finished, yeah. No, I didn't continue the dancing. No, well, it was one of those things like, do I continue with my studies or do I continue with that? And it was obviously considered a bit more serious. So, but my main thing with the whole footwear, and why I really loved it, was primarily actually my brother was so into, he was obsessed. All the Italian brands, Valentino, Armani, Moschino, everything. He just always looked impeccable and just got me really interested in it. And I was lucky enough, when I was around 15, he bought me the most amazing pair of Sergio Rossi shoes, like blue crocodile, pointed stilettos with a really thin ankle strap that I still have. I wore them to death, and it was just the way that when I got them, how I would look at them and just but maybe I could have added this, or I could have added, and it kind of just started from there. And then I just got really interested in all the Italian brands. It was mainly all the Italian brands. Yeah.
But that's a bit like me. I would still remember my first sort of good suit, even though I was always sort of very utilitarian with what I wore, and then at school and university was always kind of sports based. So I was really just sort of not tracksuits, whatever, but it was like I was going to training fields at home. So I never had the use for fashion. And I don't think guys really do. I think guys now do, but not back in the day. Back when I was a bit younger, I don't think guys really thought about it that much.
What was your suit like? Was it just like a plain?
That's definitely true, bro. And isn't it good to see how the times are changing, bro? Men are actually starting to care about their appearance, bro. That's gotta be good for the overall self-esteem of men. It's not just women that can take care of themselves and look nice when they step outside. You can too as a guy. That's okay. I think your fashion is one of the best ways to tell someone about yourself before they know about yourself. You can tell a lot about a person by the way they dress. If I see you in designer head to toe, I can tell a bit about you. If I see you in some high fashion, I can tell you a bit about you. If I see you in some goth type of fashion, I can tell a bit about you. It's a great way to address yourself before you even having to open your mouth, man. Invest in that wardrobe. But one thing I say as well, from my experience modeling, male models like this will make way more money than people my age. When you got that grown man type of look, you're going to be the most booked model at least in comparison to younger guys like me in our early 20s. You know, when you have that grown look, there's a lot more jobs for you. So if you are a guy out there, 28, 29, 30, you know, you look young, you've been working out, don't think you're too old to apply to a modeling agency, you know, because you're really going to get the bookings if you're like this type of attraction. Because the young type of attraction, you'll get bookings. I was making thousands, bro. It's good money. Not on one shoot, but overall, for the short time I was there. So you could definitely still make money as a young guy, but guys like this, they're getting the bookings for like 3, 4, 5 racks a shoot. Maybe even, not even maybe. But I've heard people get tens of thousands for commercials, Beats headphone commercials. You know what I'm saying? So I was just getting my 800, 900 checks a shoot. Still very blessed, man. Praise God.
It was a grey. I've probably got it somewhere. It was just a grey pinstripe suit. I remember getting it tailored and thinking, again, it looks good. The funny thing is like, I'm very choosy about who I work with. So when people come, they come with projects and ideas all the time.
I'm very choosy about who I work with. Most models don't have that luxury. If you're a model who can be choosy with who you work with, you're damn near like a Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid. You know what I'm saying? You can model with who you really want to model with. I just told you guys, bro. When you got this type of attraction, you're really having your way, man.
Not very much. Well, we can talk about that. But when I remember you saying, well, coming up with an idea, I was like, yeah, I'm in. Not without even sort of knowing the idea, knowing that whatever you're going to do, whatever you're going to produce, is going to be sort of very, very high end, very
so
funny,
sweet.
and then when we had the idea from Schwimmer, that was it. And to work with David, I mean, work with David and Zoe.
I think we both loved that, didn't we? I mean, that was such a huge. It was I mean, for me, it was definitely one of my highlights this year, if not of the whole time that I've been working with the brand. You know, I think it was an incredible day. The one thing that made me feel quite bad was making you get to set at 5 a.m. because I thought
I had to leave by like 2, didn't I? I felt quite bad about that. I was like, little diva actor, I've got to leave by 2 people, I've got to get a flight.
No.
One thing I gotta say to you, bro, look at the eye contact, bro. These are 2 people who get along. You know, and shit, I don't blame them for keeping good eye contact. They both look good. Hold on, my nigga. Niggas ain't doing a GTA heist in my shit, right? Okay, my nigga, it's not my time, bro. Praise God. But yeah, bro, I can't really blame them for looking at each other, bro. They both look good. No James Charles. You know, it's not hard to maintain eye contact when the person you're maintaining eye contact with is good looking, but deep eye contact, and there's almost like there's a stillness to the conversation. No one's trying to get a word in before the other. Oh, they're not afraid of awkward silences. Oh shit, I can't let an awkward silence happen. Let me find something to say. None of that, bro. It's just a stillness. And just enjoying each other's company. They're getting a high off of one another. And that's really how we're supposed to be as human beings. All this tech, all these gadgets, all this TV. We supposed to be the TV, man. I'm supposed to get a high and entertainment, enter and obtain your mental through talking to you. When you go out there, fellas, talk to your fellow human being and actually pay attention to them, bro. And phones have us fucked up, bro. I
remember seeing all the takes and I actually cried. I did. And I remember...
That bad?
No, it wasn't, no, because it was just so much better than I'd ever imagined. Like, and you just looked incredible and everyone said, why isn't he Hollywood? Why isn't he, you know?
Well, I was in a suit and drinking like whiskey in a bar.
Yeah, perfect.
Not too hard for me.
Surrounded by beautiful women.
Yeah. That's where it goes back to not reality.
Yeah.
Just on my own in the bar.
I hope I give you relationship advice when you need it.
You're doing really well.
Yeah, thanks.
33 and still single. I don't think you give advice, I think you listen. And I yabble. I think
because guys don't really want to be told, they just want to,
No one wants to be told everything really what to do. So I think we're both good at sort of listening and having we always laugh. That's the thing between us. That's another good thing.
Yeah.
And within I love that sort of working relationship between us, because we don't take anything too seriously. And we've had like the odd scrap over BPM at 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever.
Yeah.
and
And we just
which
get on with
is exactly that's exactly it. Which way we've bit of an argument and then forgotten 2 minutes later because we're cracking jokes. And
Yeah, of course.
That's great. So when we do the second video,
I'm so excited. I think the secret between men and women having just a friendship is like when you've known someone for so long and you kind of, I don't know, you know everything about them and their highs and lows, and I don't know, you just, it's a really difficult question to kind of even, because we're in it, so we know it without saying it. I don't know really how to express.
No. I've always had women friends. I know a lot of guys that don't. They can't make that work. But I've always gone on well with women friendships, and probably almost find it easier talking sort of women having friends, women as friends sometimes more than guys.
Do you think that's because maybe you work in fashion, or no, just since always?
No, I think it's always been like that since I was at sort of maybe school and everything else, and there's always a lot of competition and alpha male thing going on between the guys, and I still think that can sort of...
What did I tell you niggas, bro? He gets it, bro. This is why I'm here, man. This message needs to get out there, bro. And I'm gonna be here to deliver it. Don't worry. Fashion Finesse is here, my nigga. I'm not going nowhere, bro. Just support a nigga, man. Just like, comment, subscribe, bro. What did he just say, bro? These niggas be hating is what he's saying, bro. You know, white guy, he ain't gonna say it like that. I'll say it, bro. These niggas be hating. He just said it, bro. I ain't fucking with niggas, man. Niggas is hating, bro. I'd rather be around the bitches, bro. Good energy. These niggas jealous, bro. They wish they was this handsome, man. They wish they had these genetics, bro. I can't be around these niggas, man. In competition with me the whole time, alpha male. Yeah, bro, that's what he's saying. What do I be saying? I'm not leading you wrong over here, bro. These other niggas just trying to meet that quota. I'm telling you the truth, bro. These niggas be hating, bro. I just told you I had a fight recently, right? I wonder what made that nigga so mad. Nigga had to attack a disabled person. He got what he had coming though. And niggas be hating.
But no, I think, how does it work? I don't know. It just does work well. If it didn't work, then we wouldn't be friends.
Absolutely.
But,
I think that's the best answer.
Hey man, dope interview, bro. You guys can go check him out too if you want to get up on more game on how to, conversate. Great conversationalist from what I'm seeing right here. So is this his channel? Okay, a year ago. Okay. It seems like he's lost a bit of weight. Still around the huzz. But yeah. Bro, I'm gonna just leave it there, bro. We ain't gonna go say too much, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, my nigga. I hope you guys have a good day. That's it, bro.